Discussion and debate. Building an argument. Unit 11. Task A. Read and discuss. Listen to the reading and follow along in your textbook. The reading introduces the topic and some of the key ideas you will need to develop your argument. As you listen, think about your own views on the topic.
The proposal to replace political leaders with AI is a contentious one. This idea stems from the potential of AI and machine learning to make data-driven decisions, which could theoretically lead to more efficient and ethical governance. AI could serve as a solution to political corruption and the elimination of bias in decision-making, as machines lack personal interests that often influence human politicians. AI can make impartial decisions based on metrics and algorithms, cutting through the red tape that currently slows down governmental processes. However, such a system would raise significant concerns. One major issue is the lack of emotional intelligence in AI, which is crucial in understanding and addressing the complex needs and values of a diverse populace. Empathy and human understanding are essential in politics, and elements that AI currently cannot genuinely replicate. There is also fear about whether AI can make decisions where the complexities of societal issues might not be fully comprehensible through data alone. Additionally, public trust and accountability are a concern. If a decision made by AI leads to negative consequences, it's unclear who would be responsible. There are fundamental questions about the role of technology in society and governance. The idea of replacing human politicians with AI challenges traditional notions of leadership and governance and the qualities essential in the decision-making of a leader.
Task B. Comprehension check. Consider each question and use information from the reading to develop your response. Think about how these ideas could be used to support either side of the argument. Task C. Vocabulary building. Complete the vocabulary activity. Pay attention to how each word or phrase is used, as you will be encouraged to use this vocabulary when you present your argument. Now check your answers. Task D. Useful idioms. Complete the idiom activity and check the meaning of each expression. Consider whether any of these expressions could be used naturally in your argument. Now check your answers. Then take the vocabulary and idioms quiz. Task E. Discussion language. Study the discussion language and complete the activity. Practice using these expressions to help you structure and communicate your argument clearly. Task F. For and against. Listen to both model arguments and follow along in your textbook. Notice how each speaker states a position, develops reasons, introduces evidence, and uses the language from the unit. Consider which arguments you find most convincing.
Replacing politicians with AI could transform government by making decision-making more objective, efficient, and consistent. AI systems can support data-driven decisions by analyzing large amounts of information without being influenced by personal interests or political pressure. In the scenario where AI manages government decisions, one could expect policies to rely more consistently on evidence rather than popularity or personal beliefs. Socio-technical study data published in Government Information Quarterly in 2024 found that AI can support public sector decision-making and improve the delivery of government services. This could help governments allocate public resources more efficiently and respond quickly to changing social and economic needs. Machine learning could also allow policies to be continuously evaluated and improved as new information becomes available. Using metrics, government could measure results, identify ineffective policies, and make adjustments when necessary. In this way, public administration could operate like a well-oiled machine, with decisions based on evidence and performance rather than political competition. AI could also contribute to bias elimination, while its political impartiality could reduce the influence of party interests on public policy. Replacing politicians with AI could therefore create a more responsive, evidence-based, and accountable form of governance.
While AI may offer efficiency and consistency in government, Effective leadership requires qualities that technology cannot reproduce. Governments need emotional intelligence to understand people's experiences and concerns. Should AI replace human leaders, the outcome might be reduced empathy and weaker connections with citizens. Socio-technical study data published in the International Journal of Public Administration in the Digital Age in 2024 found that public sector managers' trust in AI was influenced by ethical factors such as transparency, privacy, and security. This suggests that AI adoption depends on more than technical performance. Officials must also trust how these systems operate. AI's lack of empathy creates a limitation when social issues require compassion and moral judgment. While AI can process information, it cannot experience emotions or fully understand individual circumstances. Effective ethical governance requires clear accountability when decisions affect people's lives. Giving AI complete authority would require a leap of faith because responsibility becomes unclear when an automated system causes harm. Finally, replacing politicians would not eliminate political corruption. AI systems are designed and managed by people who may still influence how they operate. AI should therefore support human decision makers rather than replace those accountable for government decisions.
Task G. Comprehension check. Answer the questions about the model arguments. Identify the speaker's positions and evidence, and practice challenging one of their points. This will help prepare you for the rebuttal task later. Task H. Springboard. Read the quotation and consider how it relates to the topic. Introduce the quote and explain what it demonstrates. Consider whether the quotation could be used to support your own argument. Task I. Exploring evidence. Complete the evidence activity. Each unit introduces a different type of supporting evidence. Consider how this type of evidence can make an argument more convincing and how you could use it in your own argument. Now check your answers. Then take the evidence type quiz. Task J, supporting an argument. Develop a reason for your position and support it using the type of evidence introduced in this unit. This will give you practice connecting a reason with relevant supporting evidence. Task K, gathering data. Study the infographic and identify information that could support either side of the argument. Consider which facts or data would be most useful for supporting your own position. Task L, building an argument. Now bring together what you have learned throughout the unit. Choose whether you are for or against the discussion statement. Use the Building an Argument page to state your position and develop 3 clear reasons supported with relevant evidence. Use the evidence type introduced in this unit once in your argument, and identify your sources by giving the author or source title and the date. Where appropriate, try to incorporate the discussion language, vocabulary, and idioms you learned in the unit. When you have completed your notes, use them to record your spoken argument and post your recording to the Spoken Argument Forum. Do not simply read your notes, use them to help you explain your argument naturally. Finally, listen to another student's argument. Choose one point they made and record a rebuttal explaining why you disagree. Thank you for your efforts this week. See you in the next lesson.